They're gonna try and undo the nuts from the other side. That's a terrible job. That fuel doesn't look too good though, if I'm honest. That one is no bueno, no more. Hi folks, I'm Ethan and this is Heathen's Garage. Today we're working on our 1975 Dodge, the W100. We're going to take the fuel tank out of it because we got a buyer at a swap meet. There was a drag and drive enthusiast in need, you know, and he said, hey, I got no fuel tank and we got to try and make miles of mayhem. And I says, I got you. We got a fuel tank right here. Now this old girl we haven't talked about too much. It'll be on the show eventually, but today it's just being used as parts. Now why don't we just travel back in time to when we started working on this thing. What do you think of that idea, hey? Yeah, it's under there, that's right, Luna. Yeah, gotta get under there. Elvis, are you ready for the next step? Little buddy? That's right, we gotta pull it with the other truck. Good job. Yeah, I know, you need help. Hold on. I'll try and get under here so you guys can see, but it's a squeeze if we're honest. This is a fuel tank. We've got 1, 2, and 3 straps. Big plan is to undo the 6 bolts, pull the straps out of the way, let the fuel tank fall, cut off the fuel lines, and we'll go from there. That's the big plan. First we'll cut this line. It's the vent tube. Come on now. There's one. Now we cut the fill tube with this rusty old utility knife. That'll probably go well. Nope, that's not gonna happen. We need something more aggressive than this. Elvis, come back. Where are you going? Come back, Elvis. The Sawzalls are known to be bad at cutting one thing, and that's rubber, so naturally we're using a Sawzall now. Now maybe you guys can see, and maybe you can't, but in there's 2 electrical connections and 2 fuel connections we gotta get undone too. Now, next up we just gotta undo this hose clamp so that the filler tube is off, and hopefully we can fight this tank down, which unfortunately I believe is completely full. So it'll be heavy and smell bad. That's great. I got this funny feeling that we're about to get a shower. Well, not the kind of shower I expected. Far less tragic than expected. Okay, good. At least it's not over the level of the fill tube. That's ideal. I think we're ready to undo some bolts. Cool. Are those got nuts on them? Are you kidding? You gotta be kidding, right? You can't have nuts on them, could they? How are you supposed to get to those? Oh man. Well, that's awful. They're gonna try and undo the nuts from the other side. That's a terrible job. Oh boy. Maybe this one will be better. No. Okay, now hold for service. We got a little seafoam deep creep. We're gonna hose those studs down with it, and maybe we'll give it a few minutes and come back to them later. There we go. Look at that foam in action, eh? We have no idea if we even got it on that one because we can't see it. Oh well, just put lots up there, it'll probably get there. What's happening, Luna Bear? Do you think it's been long enough? Alright, well, we went for lunch with Mom, had a bowl of soup. Now we're gonna see if those bolts will undo. We'll give them a quick wire brush first, just, you know, increase our odds of success. And we'll go from there. Well, we're finally on the last one. Little deep creep did its job. And with the wire brush and a thread chaser down them, they are finally unthreading. It's still no easy treat. This middle strap is loose. See? This strap has about 2 or 3 threads. And that strap has about 2 or 3 threads. Now, we've got our drain pan underneath the filler tube. We're going to unbolt this the rest of the way and let it drop. And hopefully that's where the fuel comes out. And then, you know, we'll just do whatever else we need to do. Or something. Where'd my wrench go? Really? Oh, I'm missing my wrench. Let's figure something out. Oh, there you are. Okay, here we go. Hopefully nothing too exciting happens here, but it might. Okay. Well, that wasn't a big splash, was it? Just a little splash. It's definitely right full of fuel, though. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We have a wave going on. I don't think my drain pan's even close to big enough for how much fuel is coming out of there. Well, we got one drain pan full. Now these jugs, they're meant for water, but I expect nobody will take more than a sip or two before they notice. So it'll be fine. That fuel doesn't look too good though, if I'm honest. I don't think we should try and run that. Yeah, let's just wiggle our board out of here. Come on now, out. Yeah. I expect that's gonna take a few minutes. Oh well. Nothing but time. Nothing but time. Now I've got to deal with this fuel. I expect we can figure out a way to do that though. It's one of those maybe not good enough to burn in a car, but I can usually find some use for it. I didn't expect there to be this much though. Alright, I'll take them the rest of the way now. What are you stuck on? Get over there. There. Alright, now come out. Come out! Come out of there! Why are you being difficult? I have to jack this truck up after all that. I tried so hard not to have to. What a mess. Some things aren't worth the price of admission. Hooray! And I just gotta peel these off, take that tube off so he has it, and away we go. While that finishes draining, I guess it's time to move on to the next thing in preparation for swap meet day tomorrow. Now this truck, pretty much ever since we put the headers on it, has had a tendency to burn spark plug wires. And given the flashing check engine light and poor idle under load, I would say we burnt another one. So we're gonna grab the computer, try and figure out which one it is, and take care of that problem. Now, what we're seeing here, there's a lot of data on this screen. What I care about is this part right here. It shows our misfire data. And now it's gonna have some because of the lumpy camshaft all the time. What we're looking for is one that's a bit higher than the rest. And after having watched a number of cycles, we see that both number 4 and number 6 are getting a little bit higher than the rest. So let's start there. All right, so we got 2, 4, 6, and 8. Let's just have a peek here. We'll pull this guy off. We'll pull this guy off. Yep, cooked. That one is no bueno, no more. This is not adequate apparently, even with the little bit of heat wrap I did. How about 6? 6. So obviously getting really hot, but it's not burnt through yet. It's got warm, but it's okay. Alright, so what we got here is some replacement spark plug wires. I ordered 90 degrees this time. I don't know if that's the right choice or not, but we're going to try something. And we got some new sleeves. Now these sleeves say they're rated for higher temperature. But let's be honest, they're from Amazon. They're probably junk. I should have bought better ones, especially after having this problem already once before. But you know, I guess it takes me a few times to learn. We also have a roll of this heat repellent tubing. I don't remember what it's called. Anyways, we got a roll of it. So we'll end up just sort of double layering it like that. I don't know if you can see that very good. And this is our last attempt at making it good until we finally pull the headers and dent them to make it not melt plug wires. Because if we're honest, I didn't show it, but I've done this about 3 times now. Trying different things, you know. So hopefully this one fixes it. Okay, we elected to put all 4 in. The other one's way back there. They actually fit not bad, except this one I can't even tell if it's plugged in all the way. And they're too long. But you know, you get what you pay for when you buy from Amazon. One of these days I'm gonna learn my lesson and stop doing that. Now, with it reset, we can see that 5 and 7 are going up fast and the rest are, you know, less fast. Like, I'm not saying it's fixed, but at least the misfire counts that are high are not the ones that we just changed the plug wires on. Wonder if we should do the other side. I'll probably wait for a flashing check engine light that tells me otherwise. For now, it's probably good enough to get us to the swap meet tomorrow morning. We'll see you then. Good morning. We're on our way. Truck's running fine. Nothing unusual other than the normal check engine lights, because I still haven't remembered to turn off rear O2 sensors. No matter how many times I hook up to HP tuners. Not that I can't, just that I can't remember to. Anyways, we're on our way to the swap meet. We'll check it out when we get there. Well, we had a pretty successful day at the old swap meet, I suppose. Like, we didn't buy anything, but we did sell our gas tank, and we got to visit with some folks that we really like seeing, so that's a bonus. It's not like we couldn't rallycross racing anyways, it's just a big mud bog out here. Isn't it, Elvis? It's just a big mud bog. Hey, buddy? You don't mind the mud, do you, Luna Bear? It's your favorite, huh? You love tracking around in the mud. Howdy, folks. Welcome to Heathen's Garage. Boy, that was pretty wet, redneck. Let's just try that again. Luna Bear, were you trying to hunt all the Canada gooses? You know, they'd take a round out of you if you got too close, right? Well, we cruised through there for the better part of 2 hours, if we're honest. And we found a grand total of 3 small block Ford intake manifolds. None of which I wanted. Yeah, you want some pets, eh? You always want pets, don't ya? Yeah, good girl. Boy, you're hairy.